My mother-in-law insisted on taking charge of our family Christmas cards. I have the perfect idea, she promised. When they arrived, I wasn't even in the photos. My response left her speechless. Every December, I design our family Christmas cards. It's a tradition I cherish. I select a family photo, craft a heartfelt message, and send them to our loved ones. It's my way of sharing our family's joy. Last year, Diane insisted on taking over. I have the perfect idea, she said. I hesitated but agreed, thinking it would be a nice gesture. I should have known better. The cards arrived in early December. I opened the box, expecting to see our family photo. Instead, I saw a picture of Mark, Lily, Max, and Diane. I wasn't in the photo. The caption read, "Wishing you love from our family to yours." I was stunned. I flipped through the stack, hoping it was a mistake. Nope. Every card was the same. I confronted Diane. Why am I not in the Christmas card? Oh, I thought it'd be nice to have a photo of just the kids with their grandmother, she said, smiling. And Mark? Well, he's their father. I was livid. I decided to take matters into my own hands. I designed a new Christmas card. This one featured me, Lily, and Max. Mark was notably absent. The caption read, "Sending love from our home to yours." I mailed them to all our friends and family, including Diane. When she received it, she called me. "I noticed Mark isn't in the card," she said. "Oh, I thought it'd be nice to have a photo of just the kids with their mother," I replied. She was speechless. Diane was furious. She accused me of being petty and disrespectful. I reminded her that she had done the same thing. Mark was caught in the middle. He tried to mediate, but I stood my ground. "Your mother excluded me from the family Christmas card. I'm just returning the favor." Eventually, Diane apologized. She admitted she was wrong and promised to respect our family boundaries moving forward. After the whole Christmas card drama, I thought we were done. Diane had apologized. Things were tense, but manageable. I kept my distance, but I wasn't mean. We still had Sunday dinners. I still brought the kids over. I even thanked her for the cookies she dropped off. But it was fake peace. Like putting a Band-Aid on a cracked pipe. In January, Mark got quiet. Not the normal, "I'm tired from work" kind of quiet. The strange, edgy kind. I asked him what was wrong, and he kept brushing me off. Finally, one night, after the kids went to bed, I pushed. "Mark, what is going on? You're barely talking to me." He sighed, didn't look up. "Mom thinks you're trying to push her out of the family." I laughed. I actually laughed. "Mark, she erased me from the Christmas card. She says you retaliated by doing the same to me." That's when I realized he hadn't fully understood what she did. She had spun the whole story, made herself the victim. And now Mark was doubting me. 2 days later, I found it. The email. Diane had accidentally sent a message to our shared family calendar, one she meant to send to her sister. I don't know what she clicked, but it showed up in my inbox. It was titled, "That ungrateful woman, she was talking about me." The email said I was manipulative, cold, and trying to separate the children from their true family. She said she feared for Mark, that I controlled him, and that she hoped he would wake up soon and come home to the people who love him. I stared at my phone for 10 minutes. My hands were shaking. My chest felt tight. This wasn't just passive-aggressive behavior anymore. She was trying to turn my husband against me, trying to poison my kids' view of me. This was war. I didn't respond. I didn't confront her. I just started keeping track. I printed the email. I started noting everything. Comments she made in front of the kids, how she'd forget to invite me to family events, how she only texted Mark and not me. Every time she crossed a line, I documented it. Then I had a long talk with Mark. I showed him the email. At first, he tried to make excuses. But then I showed him everything I had been keeping. A stack of notes, screenshots, even a voice recording of her telling Lily that mommy can be really mean sometimes, huh? That one broke him. He sat down on the couch, face pale. I didn't know it was like this. Because you didn't want to see it, I told him. He cried. I didn't. I was too tired. We agreed on boundaries. Diane was not allowed to be alone with the kids. All communication would go through me. No visits without my okay. Mark tried to tell her gently. She lost it. She's making you do this. She's trying to erase me from your life. No, Mom. You're doing that all by yourself. She didn't speak to either of us for 2 weeks. Then the letters started. Yes, letters. Handwritten ones, mailed to our house, addressed to Lily and Max. Inside were long rants about how Nana misses you, and some people are trying to keep us apart. She made herself sound like a victim of some grand conspiracy. Lily asked me, why is Nana so sad? Max wanted to know if he had done something wrong. That's when I knew I had to do more than protect myself. I had to protect my kids. I had to make it impossible for her to ever twist things again. A few weeks later, I was in the middle of folding laundry when I got a call from the kids' school. Hi, this is Mrs. Harding, the guidance counselor. I just wanted to let you know that your mother-in-law stopped by earlier today. I froze. She what? She said she was here to drop off some holiday gifts for Lily and Max. She had their names on 2 small wrapped boxes. We couldn't allow her in the classroom, of course, but we accepted the gifts at the front desk and told her you'd be contacted. I thanked the counselor and hung up. I was shaking. We had made it very clear no contact with the kids without my or Mark's permission. She knew that. And now she was showing up at school? I picked up the gifts. Inside were matching journals for the kids, and tucked into each one, a photo of her, Mark, and the kids from that Christmas card she made. I wasn't in it. There was also a handwritten note inside each one. Lily's note said, "This is our special photo, remember? Always keep it close. Don't let anyone take these memories away." Max's said, "You can always talk to Nana. I'll be waiting when you're ready." I couldn't believe what I was reading. She was trying to create a secret emotional link to my kids behind our backs, trying to make herself the permanent fixture in their memory and edge me out of my own family. That same day, I went straight to a family lawyer. I didn't want to cut her out forever, but I needed to protect my children. I needed legal boundaries. The lawyer explained I could issue a formal no-contact letter. Not a restraining order yet, but a warning. Mark signed off on it. He was slowly coming around, especially after the school incident. He saw that it wasn't just a feud. It was manipulation. The letter was delivered. Diane didn't take it well. A week later, my phone buzzed like crazy. Texts, DMs, missed calls. Diane had gone public. She made a long Facebook post. No names, but everyone in the family knew who it was about. She claimed she was being kept from her grandchildren, that jealousy and control were ruining the family, that one woman was manipulating her son and turning the children against their own grandmother. It was dramatic. She even posted the original Christmas card photo. She framed it like she was just a loving grandma who got shut out for no reason. Then came the comments. Her sisters, her church friends, Mark's cousins, all weighing in, defending her, sharing their stories about toxic women. I didn't respond, but I made screenshots. I saved everything. The next twist came from someone I didn't expect, Mark's Aunt Julia. She messaged me privately. "Hey, I saw the post. I just want you to know I believe you." That caught me off guard. Julia and Diane were close. But then Julia sent a second message. She did the same thing to me back when my daughter was born. Took over, pushed me out, tried to claim the baby as hers. "You're not the first." Julia forwarded me old emails, long ones from Diane, written years ago, calling Julia a bad influence and too unstable to raise a girl. That's when it hit me, this was a pattern. I wasn't dealing with a difficult mother-in-law. I was dealing with someone who couldn't handle not being in control. After everything that happened, the cards, the emails, the school visit, The Facebook drama, I was on edge 24/7. I didn't sleep well. I barely smiled. My relationship with Mark was tense. Even though he was supporting me now, the damage had already been done. Then one night, I did something I regret. I was venting to a friend on the phone and said, "Sometimes I wonder if my life would be better without Diane in it. Maybe even without Mark." I didn't realize my daughter Lily was sitting on the stairs listening. That night, she asked, quietly, "Are we going to lose Daddy?" I felt like someone had punched me in the chest. That was my mistake. I had gotten so caught up in the fight, in the revenge, in making Diane pay for what she'd done. I forgot my kids were watching. They didn't care about who was right or wrong. They just wanted peace. So, I changed the plan. I scheduled a family dinner. One that included Diane. I didn't tell her the full reason why. I just said it was time to talk, face to face. I could tell she was excited. Probably thought I was going to apologize. Rebuild things. She came over all dressed up, smiling like nothing had happened. She even brought a pie. "Thank you for this," she said, setting it down. I knew we'd work through it. I didn't smile back. I had a folder on the table. I opened it. Inside were copies of everything: emails, letters, screenshots, the note to Lily, the journals, and Julia's messages. I slid them across to her. "This isn't forgiveness, Diane. This is closure." She looked confused at first. Then the color drained from her face as she realized what it was. "You don't understand." "No, I do," I cut her off. "I understand exactly what you've been doing. This ends now." Then I turned to Mark. "And you let it happen too long. You were so scared to upset her. You let her destroy our peace." He didn't argue. Just nodded. Quietly. Then I handed both of them custody agreement papers. I wasn't divorcing Mark. Yet. But I wanted legal clarity. If anything happened to me, Diane would have no rights. No access to the kids. Nothing. I was naming my sister as guardian. I had drawn up boundaries backed by a court. I had also filed for a formal restraining order if Diane crossed one more line. "If either of you goes behind my back again," I said, looking them both dead in the eye, "I will burn this entire house down emotionally before I let you twist my children's lives." Diane's hands shook as she reached for her purse. She didn't say a word as she walked out. Mark stayed seated, staring. "You mean it?" he finally asked. "Yes," I said. "Because I won't let you or her break them the way you both broke me." Diane stopped showing up. No calls. No letters. It's been 6 months now. She still tries sometimes. She sent a Christmas card to our neighbor hoping they'd hand it to us. But I've held the line. Mark's trying harder now. He goes to therapy. He apologized to Lily and Max. We're not perfect, but we're healing. As for me, I stopped needing to win. Because I already did. Not by being louder. Not by being cruel. But by protecting what mattered most. My kids, my sanity, and the right to exist in my own story.